Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video. This is the paid request this time for Walker. He wanted me to do another reaction to another Cody Leach video. For those interested in requesting any type of reviews, topics, reactions, commentaries, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I also have a second YouTube channel in case anything happens to this one. So feel free to subscribe to that. I also have an Odysee. I have a page on the Odysee website, which has a lot of my older videos archived. And indeed, you can send any type of requests. All those links are down below in the info box. But anyway, Walker wanted me to react to Cody Leach's ranking of the Rocky and Creed movies. Now, like any other list, and ranking and whatever, I'm sure I'm going to disagree with stuff, but to each their own. It is what it is. I'm not going to use footage because I'd be feeling like I'd be stealing from the guy. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Cody Leach, movies, music, games, with the Evil Dead type of logo. If I did a ranking, it would be 4, 3, Balboa, 2, 1, 5. Director's cut of Rocky 4. And oh no, Rocky 1 would be in there. 4, 3, Balboa. 4th. Hmm. He thinks Rocky 5 is a bit underrated. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't mind Tommy the Machine Gun. I didn't mind him as the villain. I like the song Measure of a Man by Elton John. I get their intention. I do think the Warprint version of Rocky 5 is much better. But I didn't care for them doing the whole Rocky lost everything. He's back to square one, like in Rocky 1. I think Stallone, his performance is a bit wonky, just maybe because he's supposed to be showcasing the brain damage, but just feels a bit more forced in the mannerisms. And I don't hate Rocky 5 like other people do. For the longest time, is my least favorite of the 6. It's still my least favorite of the 6, but I'll watch it over Creed 2 any day, and Twice on Tuesday. So he's doing a sponsor. At the end, it'd be my ranking would be 4, 3, Balboa, 2, 1, 5. Yeah, 4, 3, Balboa, 2, 1, 5. He says 10. How are there 10? I guess the director's cut of Rocky 4. Creed 2, Creed 1. Or Creed 1, Creed 2. What are the 10? 6, 7, 8, 9. He said, what's the 10th one? I don't know what the 10th one is. Guess I'll find out. Dave's not here. Love Rocky 3. I don't agree with that at all. It's well done. I don't agree with that at all either. I don't think he loses his mannerisms. It's a it's a serious story. He got the shit kicked out of him and his manager died. So he's more serious. He's more committed. You get that Rocky mannerism at the beginning of the film. But then when his manager and good friend died and all this other stuff, I don't agree with that at all. Oh, Creed 3. I completely forgot. See, I completely forgot Creed 3 existed. I don't give one iota of shits about Creed 3. Anime flavor? There's an anime flavor? What? Anime flavor. Great. I damn well guarantee Creed 3 is that better than Rocky 3. What are you talking about? It's great. It's not about making him dumb. It's the fact that he's not school literate. I mean, even in the first film, you could tell that he's not a guy that studied the best at school. He has a certain way of talking, and it goes through the whole story of he wants to expand on other pieces of revenue, but he can't, and you have to give him a reason why he has to go back to boxing. He can't do anything else. This is what he's good at. And I mean, you watch the first Rocky, that's why one of the reasons why he became a guy to break thumbs. He became that type of guy and character because he wasn't the most genius of guys. And plus, it was kind of funny as well. Beast After Shave. But at the same time, you feel bad for him, and he's, you've been a rude guy. It shows a bit more of his heart on his shoulders and sleeves, and you feel sorry and bad for him. I think Rocky 2 is better than the first one. I know Tarantino's a big fan of Rocky 2. But I would say, yeah, Rocky 2 I would say is better than the first one. I wholeheartedly disagree with Rocky 4 being so low on the list at number 6, but he said the 80, like, do you not like 80s movies? Is that what it is? Does he keep saying 80s? Well, I mean, to be fair, he doesn't say that he hates them. He doesn't say he dislikes them. But at the same time, it's like he dislikes them, but he doesn't want to say he dislikes them. But yeah, I'm putting words in his mouth. He says he likes them, but it's like he gets not matter. He just doesn't like the 80s stuff. He doesn't like the 80s stuff. I'm like, better than Creed with the Ennio Morricone wannabe man with no name piece of trash music they've put in Creed. Clubber Lang and Ivan Drago are two of the best villains in the Rocky franchise, and you have them this low on the list. I'm sorry, but give me a break. You can't tell me 3 things about the villains of Creed or Creed 2. That's just one of the things. Oh yeah, there's nothing silly in the Creed films with the with someone ready to go the Ricola during the training scenes in Creed. Yeah, nothing silly in that. Nothing crappy in that. Now number 5, Rocky Balboa. No. I love Rocky Balboa. I think it's a damn good movie, and that's where the series should have ended. Technically, you say the series should have ended at Rocky 4, to be perfectly honest. Like, Rocky 4, you say, should have been the end of it. If Rocky 4 was the end of the franchise, I would have been fine. He's the champion of the world, defeated Ivan Drago. That's fine. Don't need Rocky 5. I like Rocky Balboa. I think Stallone did a wonderful job acting-wise. And of course, that's the ironic thing, is that he got nothing in terms of award recognition. But Creed, all he did was get sick, puke, pass out, get cancer. That's all he did. And you want to tell me that's more of an Oscar-worthy performance, but Rocky Balboa isn't. Rocky Balboa has some of the best speeches. How many times do people still have the about how hard you hit? And about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. People still to this day reference that. Fuck Creed 2. Because Creed 2 sucks. Creed 2 sucks balls. Michael B. Jordan is an unlikable character. There's no reason to root for him. He's cocky. He's irritating. He's completely unlikable. And for how much you dislike Rocky 4, this stole a lot of stuff from Rocky 4. No. Yeah, I don't agree one bit with this guy saying. Fuck Creed 2. Maybe you should go see the film again. There'd be a lot more data of his dog shit. Teach their own, dude. It's your opinion. Dog shit movie. Director cut of Rocky 4 is number 3. It's absolutely 100% inferior to the original. I don't need to listen to the guy. I don't need to listen to the guy. Director's cut of Rocky 4 is 100% inferior to the original cut for a number of reasons. Number 1, it gives too much dialogue to Ivan Drago to the point that Dolph at that point was not the best in acting. He needed a little bit more time, and I love Dolph Lundgren. He got his own a movie or two later. Giving more dialogue to Ivan Drago makes him less of a force of nature, less iconic, more human. That makes him less interesting, honestly, in this case. The editing is more awkward. Like when you have the Ivan Drago freeze frame when he pulls down the standee. All the added stuff didn't add anything. It just tried to be more political, which was... It did not flow with the picture. It really didn't. None of the scenes added anything to the proceedings. Not one single bit. The lowering down the sound effects and all that stuff just did not make it... It made it more boring. It made it more tepid. There's a reason why those scenes were cut out in the first place. I mean, I went all this in my discussion of the director's cut. And to be honest, half of it I don't even remember. But stuff was added in that didn't need to be added in. Things were edited to the point of... It took away the... It's like, let's make it less 80s. Which, I'm sorry, that's what makes Rocky 4 worthwhile, is the 80ness of it. Maybe you just didn't get it, dude. I'm sorry. To each their own. It's his opinion. Yeah, I know it's his opinion, and this is my opinion. And we all have our opinions, and that's all there is to it. There's not much else I can say. I don't have to agree with him. He don't have to agree with me. Michael B. Jordan sucks as an actor. I'm sorry, Creed, he's not a good actor. He has the same blank, barren face. I'm not saying that to knock him. I'm saying his acting style is just no emotion. Just doing that. He's a very unlikable character. He's a very unlikable lead character. He's a villain in a normal Rocky film. This Creed would be... I mean, that's what it would be. It'd be the son... He should have been a villain. The son, but not, the son of Apollo Creed versus Rocky. He's a villain. He's a villainous character. And Stallone didn't do anything. But again, he got sick. He puked. He passed out. He got cancer. That's all Stallone did. As much as I like Stallone, he did not deserve award recognition for that. He didn't. I did not care about his relationships. He was just cocky, whiny. It's all for me, it's all for me. No, you gotta earn it, dude. You gotta earn it. You haven't earned squat. You haven't earned jack shit. This is my legacy, mine. You know, sorry, you're not being given on a silver platter. Stop whining. That's what he kept doing, just whining. Hate that character so much. Terrible character. The first Rocky I liked, but the other films I thought were either faster paced. I think Rocky 2 was better on a dramatic front with a better fight scene at the end. It's like you have to say Rocky 1, otherwise you're out of the club. No, I mean, I like Rocky 1, but I think 4 and 3 are more entertaining. I think 2 and Balboa had a stronger... Rocky 1 has a good dramatic narrative. I like Rocky 2 and Balboa more as a narrative. But, like I said, I mean, in all seriousness, listen, if this guy disagrees, to each their own. I'm not saying it just, no, I'm saying it sincerely. He said he didn't hate any of these movies. Kind of interesting. He said Rocky 5 was a bit underrated. Cool. I just disagree. I disagree with his thoughts on Rocky 3 and 4. I heavily disagree with his thoughts on Creed 1 and 2. Really disagree with his thoughts on Rocky 4, the director's cut. Pretty much every single bit of this I disagree with. I disagree with his rankings. I disagree with his reasonings. Teach their own. We're on total opposite ends of the spectrum on this. I think the Creed films are junk. Rocky 4 director's cut is a terrible, pointless version of Rocky 4. What made Rocky 4 part of the pop culture, let's take that away. And to me, it didn't make it better. Minute the muffled down the sound effects. Add songs that's not even the right version of the song. You add Sweetest Victory, but it's not even the song from the soundtrack. It's a new version that sounds less. That sounds kind of crappy, honestly. I'm like, you didn't get the right version of Sweetest Victory. You changed songs around. You put Eye of the Tiger back in there, which I'm like, Eye of the Tiger fits for Rocky 3. Why is it going here in Rocky 4? Like, at the beginning of Rocky 4, it made sense to have Eye of the Tiger in there, because there's still remnants of Rocky 3. Like, there's remnants of Rocky 3 and what happened there. But at the same time, it was changing around songs that didn't need to be changed around, and if you don't put Sweetest Victory in there, at least have the right version. I mean, I'm just going off. I said this on the director's cut. I'm being hazy because I'm trying to remember all the director's cut, and I emptied it out of my brain, like put it in this recycle bin of the computer. So probably some of what I said was completely wrong, and I don't care, because I don't care about that cut. Fuck that cut. Cut's so good, no one fucking remembers it. In my opinion. But anyway, that's just me. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.